Alrighty then, making sure we are up and live and rolling. And I believe we are. Alrighty then. Yes, we are live. What is good, everybody? Obi-Wan back again. Back for more. My career in NBA 2K19. Again, I really appreciate Sinjeko being over, hanging out, doing head coach, doing GM mode. Maybe I'll do GM mode in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. But we will continue my career of Thomas Patrick. And again, looking at the overalls. I need to get better in steals, but I also need to get better in just overall passing. So let's continue against them Grizzly people again. Sure. Let's go with it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Boy, what a season so far. And I'll tell you, it's only getting started. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, exploding out of the gates this season. They're playing aggressive basketball, attacking, trying to overwhelm opponents. One can't expect them to maintain this momentum forever, but these early wins are a huge part of the bigger picture. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Alright, so what are my goals? Is it to make starting lineup? And I think we still have ways to go. But hopefully winning can actually help. Let's head on to the court. In generic 2K shoes. It's gotta be the shoes.
Yo, good luck out there.
Oh yeah, hope y'all are having a good evening. Again, thanks again for tuning in and checking me out. Outside of my WWE 2K suggestion videos, maybe I'll add in more stuff like GMO for SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, as well as continuing my Madden series. I need to get back on that, and also my WWE Universe series, so for 2K19. As soon as I get my shot right.
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Everyone is in their seat here in the arena as the Suns look to grab a hometown win in Phoenix. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they won their last contest, that game against the Jazz. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night. I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
J.B. Bickerstaff.
This season, right now in the beginning stages, but some teams, Chris, already exceeding expectations. How do they keep that momentum? How do they keep things rolling along in that way?
You have to do that in the locker room and in practice. You have to make sure that you stick to the coach's rules and roles. And you have to remember your success was built and predicated upon doing it the right way. And so how do you make sure you keep that focus? You pay attention to details and especially the little things and stick with the basics.
Good stuff. AI is checked in for the Suns. Last season, the Grizzlies' offensive numbers plummeted. One area where they excelled, though, the free throw line.
Yeah, shot a very high percentage from the charity stripe. Didn't get there as much as they would have liked, partly because they lack shot creators.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, Kevin, that's just the veteran leadership Conley gives this team. I mean, it's tremendous, isn't it? An effective two-way player with a high basketball IQ.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
For Memphis, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Bradley kicks to Conley. Hits the three-point bomb. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Patrick passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Jackson against Jackson. Jackson dishes to Bradley. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Avery Bradley. Last season's performance for him. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best. Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
Patrick passes to Ayton. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Memphis leading. Outside Bradley. Kicks it to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Anderson outside. Shoots over Warren. Anderson's shot is off. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And here are the Grizzlies with it. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. They don't have to play safe tonight, but they do have to play smart.
AI kicks to Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. He had a strong showing last season. 8th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Patrick! And here are the Grizzlies now. Poked away and stolen by AI. Pass to Jackson.
Not loud at all.
Good,
Nope.
and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Josh Jackson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Conley penetrating. Got a hand on it. And Phoenix pushing it up now. With the teardrop. Yes, that goes in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Bradley deciding where to go with it. And the pass to Jackson. Over Jackson. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Jackson. 12 points for Mike Conley.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And it's Conley with the ball for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Knocked loose. And stolen by AI. Warren on the wing.
Oh, man, you could have finished
Over
that.
Anderson.
The hell?
And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Some
A
BS,
lot
man.
of scoring here early
Should've had
on.
my
This is the
fifth
type of
assist,
game
but
that
no.
fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Here's Valanciunas. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Over in the corner, Warren. Johnson kicks to AI. Now the dish to Ayton.
That is not too
Target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Top of the key, Conley. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Suns leading from the wing. And
Damn
that one
it.
goes long.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job on it.
Down low.
No, I
It's
just can't
deflected.
shoot worth the shit.
Here's Conley. And he drops
Damn.
the layup off the glass. Conley's got it all tied up now for the
I
Grizzlies.
need to stick with
And
passes.
defensively,
What I
they
need
are
to do.
on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Patrick passes to
God,
Ayton.
shoot it, Ayton.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 10 points for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But what are some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing?
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game. Let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player. And being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jackson. Kelly Oubre comes in for Warren. And it's Crawford in for Johnson. Holmes, good.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Conley kicks to Valanciunas. And it's good for 2. Valanciunas has got 8 points. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Patrick passes to Ayton. Count the basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Crawford against Wright. Inside. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Wright. 16 points for Mike Conley.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
To the inside. Here's Ayton. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Rab. That one good for 2. Rab's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Ayton. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Wright outside. Passes it to Conley. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Noah's got his first basket.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, man, he's not scared to go in amongst the trees. Conley's athleticism down inside helps draw the defense into him.
The first free throw is good.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having 2 young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
And the Suns here with a different look. Jackson, he's checked in for Ayton. Warren comes in for Kelly Oubre. Booker, he's checked in for Bridges. And AI is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. There's Valanciunas, who's checked in for Noah. Jackson comes in for Rab. Anderson, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Avery Bradley in for Mike Conley. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Josh Jackson out there with Holmes. And it's Patrick in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Anderson finds Jackson. A beautiful reverse layup. Jackson's got his second basket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Oh, what the?
Poked away, out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against the Jazz, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Right with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. Last season's performance for him. Put up 8 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Holmes kicks to AI. Back to Holmes.
Can you get out the
Too
damn?
much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Now here's Wright. A floater, and it's good on the way in. Wright's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. They're running. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his third foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a third foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. And Memphis also making a switch. Conley's checked in. Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Warren. Suns moving the ball around. To the paint. Stolen by Conley.
I'm going to just stop passing.
Break Memphis. Here's Anderson. Here's Valanciunas. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
On the wing, Booker. Shot clock at 6. And Jackson with the block. Anderson right side. That one off the back iron and out.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
On the wing, Booker. Outside, Warren. AI outside. On the wing, Booker. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Anderson kicks to Jackson. Hits it from 3-point range. Jackson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of 2, one being Anthony Davis. The fact that he can get his shot, he's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the 3-point line. He can dribble and get a 3. He can take you out on the 3-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the 3. He can get it at the 3-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. Suns trail by 4. AI outside. Outside.
Oh,
Warren.
what are you?
Pass to Booker. They need this. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Conley with it. Working on AI. Jackson passes to Bradley. Over to the wing. Conley's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the defense.
Thank you,
Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the level of concentration on display here by Jackson? That doesn't shy away from getting hit while shooting.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the night here. That one misses from Jackson. Last year, C-Webb, the Grizzlies really had a hard time getting good looks.
Only 3 teams had a worse field goal percentage. Now, they lost their starting point guard for most of the year, but at some point, someone else has to step up.
A nice shot by AI.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
To the inside, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are uncovered.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Ayton.
I said pass it to Booker,
That
but
one,
okay.
No good. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And boy, have they been
Apparently, I
hitting
can't pass
the
to save my
backboard
life.
in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
In the corner, it's AI. That one doesn't go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Offensive rebound.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
And Isaiah missing. Memphis trailing here. Outside Bradley. Conley dishes to Anderson. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren. Daniels, he's checked in for Booker. There's 1:17 left in the first half. The Suns shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Jackson, that's good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Conley to the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Josh Jackson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And Phoenix making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Parsons checked in for the Grizzlies. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And for the Suns, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Conley kicks to Parsons. And he banks in the layup.
Normally, Parsons does more of his damage on the perimeter, but here he is punching it inside.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's a combination of urgency and efficiency. Let's see how they execute.
Tries from 16. Jackson gets the bucket.
Surprise everyone by passing out of his shot. What a fantastic dish.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. AI outside. Here's Ayton.
Oh, come on, Ayton. The hell.
2 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. Ayton's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Suns on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
And through the first 2.
And the Suns here with a different look. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Ayton. Oubre comes in for Jackson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Booker. And AI is subbed in for Tyler Johnson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Rab comes in for Jackson. Parsons checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's DeLon Wright in for Bradley. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. You've got Conley, Chandler Parsons out there with Rab. Then there's Noah. And it's Wright in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Parsons. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns leading by 3.
Well, it's clear that Parsons is not the same player he once was. I mean, injuries have taken their toll on him, and he just can't make the same impact. I mean, he's still a solid player when on the floor, but it's hard to depend on him over the course of the season.
Noah finds Parsons. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Suns. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And Chris, for Parsons, the injuries you spoke of. He hasn't played more than a half a season since 2016.
Yeah, but if I'm him, maybe the positive is he can still be a good player off the bench as a leader. You know, some shorter minutes to keep him healthy over 82 games maybe is needed. And still, he's a very smart player with a good work ethic. You just need him to stay healthy.
And stolen by AI. Out to the wing. Drops one in from the wing. And now it's a 9-point Suns lead.
Now I need to change my shot. I need to fix my shot.
Here's Conley. 25 points in the game. Poke loose. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. The lead pushed to double digits. Warren's got 10.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
The feed to Parsons. Doubled by Oubre. Rab kicks to Parsons. Shot to stop the run. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Yeah, fellas, he usually prefers the finesse finish. But I'm glad to see him put a little muscle into this one.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Suns have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good. Crawford. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Troy Daniels comes in for T.J. Warren. Both free throws good from Crawford. And here are the Grizzlies now. They trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. And yes, it's good.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Patrick passes to Crawford. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Crawford's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Conley dishes to Wright. Back to Conley. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Conley's got 27.
That's showing real focus inside, Kevin. Look, encouraging. That's encouraging to see Conley maintain his concentration even under that type of pressure.
And that one drops for him. And the Suns lead by 11.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Jackson, he's checked in for Phoenix. .130 left in the third quarter of the game. Rab kicks to Conley. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. Conley's got 30.
The versatile game of Conley. You can spot up and drive. He can create for himself. He's a tough guy to defend.
Patrick passes to Ayton. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Tuesday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Wow, he's really been dragging them down tonight.
And a wide open look for AI. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Right outside. Outside Conley. Poked away.
Yoink.
And stolen by AI. Moving it up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Here's Rab. He's got 14. 6 on the shot clock. Conley's shot is off. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Daniels kicks to AI. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantage they hold in this game. Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
No good that time. And so it's Phoenix enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly.
The eyeballs. Jeez.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. AI is out there with Booker. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And there's Jackson. And it's Ayton in at the center.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Rab, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Parsons. Here's Patrick. Anderson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's Patrick. Grizzlies with the rebound.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Bradley can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 14. Booker with no one around. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now. He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
At the elbow, Conley.
Damn.
Jackson trying to break
That was
free.
my fault.
And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Bradley.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
There's the pass to Oubre. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock.
Oh, he was open.
And Booker
Why?
kicks to Oubre. Suns moving the ball around.
Can somebody go
shoot.
inside?
Poked
Oh,
away.
okay, whatever.
Stolen by Conley. Anderson inside. Covered by Oubre. A nice shot by Anderson. Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15
That's
shots
it.
outside the
Set
arc.
up the pick.
They're 6 of 15.
That's not the pick.
Patrick
This is
passes
the pick.
to Ayton. Now here's Oubre. Here's Patrick. Jackson in the corner. Ayton kicks to Oubre.
Can you get out the box? That'd be great. There we go.
Ayton with it. Valanciunas is there. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 20.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Bradley finds Conley. Here's Valanciunas. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Suns leading by 14. Booker outside. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Bradley against Booker. Bradley passes to Conley. Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Anderson outside. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Conley for 3. Oubre pulls it in.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. What they do that at?
Okay,
that's not the right mindset.
Whatever you say.
And Jackson is terrific at using that athleticism on the low block, getting high off the ground so the D can't do anything but watch.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense on it because what they've been doing so far is not working.
Some changes for Phoenix. T.J. Warren, he's checked in. And here is Wright. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Over Ayton. Here's Noah. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Man, what are the people doing upstairs? That's what I like to know.
I think Clay got a faster release, though.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. I don't know. Debatable.
Alright, let me go and change my shot because it's horrible. It's bad. But I have to go to the neighborhood to change my shot. But yeah, again, thank you everybody that are tuned in. Again, really appreciate you spending your Saturday night. Easy for me to say. I'm in a war with words, and words always win. So alright, let's go to my animations. That's a little bit high. Task 4, task 5. Let's go with task 5. Alright, on to the Nets. Is that away or home? That is home. Okay.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Phoenix Suns here at their home. Well, for the Suns, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. And Kenny Atkinson, hired by Brooklyn back in 2016, another point guard turned coach. Shaq, he played professionally for over a decade.
Yeah, he played in Italy, Paisan. He played in France, Sebon. He played in Germany, Bratwurst. He played in Spain, Hola. You can make an excellent living playing abroad.
I didn't know you spoke so many languages, and you broke the barrier in one try. Wow. But he's been coaching since 2004. And as an assistant with the Hawks, he really showed he was ready.
All right, now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Let's do this. Game 2 of how many I decide. So
Have a great game, man.
might be 4 games, might be 8 games, might be 5 games, might be until I reach the starting lineup. We'll see. This isn't going to be good.
it's the Nets on a road trip for this one. An interconference game today, looking for the win. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. For the Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
And seeing where the Suns are, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year, the ups clearly outweigh the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
Here are the starters. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA.
Alright, so I am... Oh, okay. So perimeter D, I'm better. And post D, I'm somewhat better, but we'll see. Man,
for a while, for a purist like you, do you like it?
Well, you got to get from city to city, Kevin.
Always comes back to effing people.
Yes. I only ask you pay attention. That's all. It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job.
Holy
get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. Here's AI after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Patrick passes to Ayton, and that one good.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
It's Allen with the drive, and it's Allen with the jam.
It's all
already
over.
With the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling.
But that's okay.
Feels like they found a weakness or 2 in the defense.
Now, here's AI. 17 points for him last game against Memphis.
The defensive mindset tonight was huge. He was a real pest coming up with all those steals and had great activity.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat, and you can tell takes pride in that part of the game.
Here's AI after D'Angelo Russell's bucket, and stolen by Russell. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 14 points for D'Angelo Russell.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
AI dishes to Ayton, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 17. Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Oh, come on.
In transition, here come the Nets for the finish, and the slam dunk by Russell.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose, then kicks it up off the fast break.
Now, here's AI. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Warren against Carroll. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You got to have great strength in this league to take that kind of contact and still score. TJ Warren, strong.
Oubre's checked in for the Suns. Crawford comes in for Devin Booker. And then for Brooklyn, Davis comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Harris subbed in for DeMarre Carroll.
What are you?
Here is Harris. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
AI with it. Russell's there.
Come on.
Back to AI. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. With some arc, and Warren with the lay-in. Warren's got 5 now.
Well, there's a lot of shots for TJ to choose from, So you never know when he's going to go to that one. Sweet floater.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
Great D that time from Davis.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Stolen by Warren. Here's the break.
Can I go around?
1:56 left here in the first quarter.
Fantastic.
Bucket is good.
There are times where I think they should just make this floor asphalt the way that Jamal Crawford handles his business out there.
Brooklyn leading by 19. Passes to Harris. Oh, that's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it.
Oh,
no,
that's a
he
golden
doesn't.
opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Here's Patrick. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, Crawford with the ball, it's second nature there, ripping apart the defense, this time not with the handle, but with the pass.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the 76ers.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took it out.
And he's able to get it back. And that one's good. Russell.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
It is brutal to try and match up on the perimeter with a team that is this hot.
Holmes can't
come
get
on.
it to go in.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Holmes with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And a wide open look for AI. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Inside, out to Russell. This one for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
Yeah, the defense did nothing disruptive in the game, so good patience. It led to good shot selection, and then look at the excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Here's Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got 5 points so far. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
So, as long as I get my double-double, I'm okay. Because that was horrible. The way that I come in. Being down.
We have all seen the incredible dunk. Here's what AI had to say about his viral slam over Corey Harris.
You know, the funny thing about that is that when it happened, I didn't even think about how big it was going to be. You know, Corey and I go way back, so I was just happy to have gotten one over on him. It really wasn't until the next day that when my phone started blowing up that I realized just how big the reaction was to that dunk.
Yeah, I can only imagine the amount of texts and calls that flooded AI's phone after that dunk. My goodness.
And what's interesting, though, is that he didn't even realize what he had done. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment of a play, and it isn't until after that you see the degree of difficulty of what you just pulled off.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
Oubre out there with Holmes, and it's Crawford, then it's Bridges, and it's Patrick in at the 1. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
Josh Jackson's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Now here is Harris. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by AI.
Here we
All
go.
alone, and AI throws it down.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Out to the right wing. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Bridges. It's hauled in by the Suns.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
To the wing right side.
Dude, you're
Suns
taller
move the ball
than me.
around.
Go inside the damn paint.
AI left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Basket counts.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And Allen slams it in.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
And Phoenix making a change here. Daniels is checked in. LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position.
Oh, sure. Don't pass it to me. I'm, wide open.
AI, no good.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Out to Harris. Back to Napier. This one for 3. Rebounded by Holmes. Suns trail by 13. At the end of last season, the Suns' Devin Booker says he's done not making the playoffs. He said he'd challenge himself to get better. But, Brent, did you see that as maybe an ultimatum to the Suns?
I don't know. I mean, build a winner or he's gone. Is that the kind of ultimatum we're talking about? I did like the idea that he talked about him first getting better because that's your job as a player in the offseason. But we'll see with the additions the Suns made and their young nucleus. Maybe the new coach coming in, Igor Kokoskov, maybe they'll start paving that road now.
Free throw good. AI. Ayton, he's checked in for Rashad Holmes. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for AI. The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
As Josh Jackson's body continues to mature, you got to appreciate this kind of aggressiveness. He'll be able to take those hits as his career moves forward.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
No good on the free throw.
You think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
Here's LeVert. 12 points his last outing. Kicks it to Napier. Harris outside. Releases. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Patrick to the middle.
You
Bridges
idiot.
passes to Patrick.
Let's try this again.
Outside Jackson. Back to AI. Down low to the wing on the left.
What are you doing, Jackson?
To the wing on the left. And the pass to Jackson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Idiot.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Here's LeVert. He's got 5. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Misses from close range. Suns trail by 5.
Oh,
Here's
sure. I mean,
Patrick.
again, don't
It's
pass
up.
it to me. I'm
This is
just
a
wide
tip.
open. Right?
Tipped away. AI dishes to Bridges. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Hollis Jefferson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. AI, no good.
I don't even know why he attempted that shot. Everybody in the building knows that's not in his range. Take a step or 2 in next time, and then we'll talk.
Now, here's Napier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Now, let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful.
Go inside.
And of course,
There we
it is
go.
a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this.
Wait a minute. I'm Thomas Patrick. All right, so we're taking over. We're taking over. All right. F it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Suns making a change here. AI has checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. They get a hand on it. Here's Russell. Sweet little floater. Russell's got 28.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Hollis Jefferson and Allen together down low. LeVert and Carroll are the wingmen. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. LeVert, the offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Carroll, no one around him. And the Nets miss again. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And AI gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Nets trail by 5. Outside, Russell. Inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up, rarely misses a guy when he's free.
AI kicks to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. Patrick passes to Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Russell looking around. Here's LeVert, defended by Bridges. A nice shot by LeVert.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Patrick passes to Ayton.
Oh,
rebound
what
by
you
the
doing,
Nets.
Ayton?
Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bridges with the steal. AI outside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Now, here is Russell. He's covered closely. Pass to LeVert. Five on the clock. Carroll passes to LeVert. No good on the triple.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Nets trail by 5. Down low, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Nets.
And when you look at their percentages from D, not pretty. It raises the question, do you keep chucking or do you try and go to plan B?
Here's Russell. The 19-footer is on the money. Russell's got 30 points.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
And Allen with the block. Here's Carroll. And then Allen slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The Suns leading. Patrick passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Timeout called the Nets. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Suns. Oubre comes in for Warren. And a new group in for the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's all evened up. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Oubre dishes to Bridges. AI outside.
Oh, come on.
It's stolen by Davis. And here's Napier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Got a piece of it. Harris finds Napier. That one a little long.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And Jackson gets it to go.
I like to see Jackson with these kind of plays, getting into the paint and then getting a little bit more creative with the scoring opportunity.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
Now Bridges. 6 points for him. Right side Davis. off with the layup.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
It's deflected. They recover it. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Ball's not loose,
damn.
and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Suns, number one.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Phoenix leading by 6. Crawford outside. AI outside. He kicks it to Jackson, and it's blocked.
Damn it, Jackson.
The pass to Napier. On the wing, Harris. Napier with it, working on AI. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Patrick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a moment here to see the numbers for AI. He's averaging 14 points a game, 14 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Napier with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Napier. Left side, Davis. Shoots over Holmes. And it's Davis missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Oubre. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Nets trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harris looking it over. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Patrick. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Suns have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Johnson, he's checked in for AI. Here's Russell. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Ayton is out there with Josh Jackson. And it's Patrick in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot. Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively him trying to get better, on the defensive end he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
Free throw good, Booker. And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
6 to shoot. Here's Russell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Ayton kicks to Jackson.
So
now,
can I set
here's
this
a
up? There we
defended
go.
by Allen. For 3, Booker. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 13. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited.
I mean, again, don't pass it to
and for
me
the Nets,
because
they're shooting
I'm
43% for the game. To the middle, here's Dinwiddie, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Free throw, no good for AI. Nets trail by 15. Doubled by Patrick. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Over Jackson. Hollis Jefferson, good.
One of the better shots in his arsenal. Someone has to rotate.
Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. AI with it. He's picked up by Russell. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's LeVert. Kicks to Russell from 12 feet out. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And the dunk by Jackson.
I think the scouting report talks a lot about Josh Jackson is going to come at you and play downhill. You don't want him to get those kind of shots off. Nice dunk.
And here's Russell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
Nets trail by 17. Tries it from 19. Good. He hits the jump shot. Russell's got 36.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator. Russell can also catch and fire.
Stolen by Russell. Here's LeVert, defended by Booker, and stolen by Ayton. Up the floor. Jackson misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Russell left side.
Shit, that was my fault.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Russell's got 38 points.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Phoenix calls timeout. And with his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. So it's Phoenix now. AI outside. Stolen by Allen. Carroll against Warren. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Patrick passes to
come
Jackson.
on.
And here's the break. Here's LeVert. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And the Suns call time.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
Here's Booker, drilled from 11 feet out. And the Suns lead by 11.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Russell with it. Working on AI.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Suns leading by 9. Inside. Here's Ayton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ayton's got 24.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's hauled in by Warren. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Nets trail by 11. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Passes to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Jackson comes over with
who am I covering?
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Thank
Hollis
you.
Jefferson, good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
He's just an aggressive player. I mean, what can I say? He's going to put on more muscle, but he's in attack mode, and he's scoring through contact.
And Josh. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Okay, maybe next time put me in when we're down 30-6, so.
AI, good timing. Shaq and Kenny have a few questions for you back in the studio.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right through here.
You guys. Thank you.
This is Shaq. Another double-double for you tonight. Made it look easy, buddy. How are you able to control things on the offensive end with this level of consistency?
Well, a lot of what makes me look good is the system that we play in. You know, I don't really have to overthink possessions. I know my guys are going to be screen and cutting, and as long as we make the same reads, all I got to do is deliver the pass on time, and they take care of the rest. It's a really easy team to play on.
You keep playing like that, buddy, you're going to win many championships. Good luck to you, son.
That's the plan. Thanks, man. See ya.
Who that? I know we're in the win column. I know that. Are we in a you know what? Alrighty then. And I still need a new shot, so back to the neighborhood. Alright, let's go to, I guess, test number 4. Maybe. Promise? Yeah, let's try test number 4.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Boston Celtics.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but
Looking at Boston, they went 2-0 against
kinda
this team
kicking.
last
That's why I
season.
have the
Looking
AC
to
on.
continue that string of victories tonight. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Hey, have a good game, AI.
Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We have an interconference showdown here in Phoenix, where the Suns will be playing host. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
Yeah, interconference matchup, two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know it's been a journey to the NBA for AI. Now, he says he owes a lot to the players and the coaches from the Mad Ants, and one player in particular, Paul Tatum. Former forward from the Bulls and Heat showed AI what it meant to be a pro, how to have the right approach. AI said he feels he owes Tatum more than anybody else. Guys?
Great reporting as always, David. AI really credits Tatum for his development.
Yeah, and, you know, I remember Tatum when he was in the league, a very smart player, and it's nice to see he is guiding others finding their way in the league.
You know, Chris, I don't know if we can call it unexpected, but a couple highly regarded rookies have struggled so far to begin the year right out of the gate.
You have to learn your way in here. Just because you were great on one level does not guarantee you success at this level. And that's why you have to come in with a great work ethic and an open ear and a heart that's really trying to understand the concepts of the game. It's a huge adjustment going from college to the pros. You think about it, you're playing against guys that are stronger, guys that have more of a mental advantage because they've been through the situation that you're going through the first time over and over and over. The game is much faster, players are much better, and the thing I think is usually the biggest kind of separator of levels is that your athletic ability no longer means anything. Very rarely do you come from college being the best athlete and now the best athlete in the NBA. So many different levels, and you just hope that guys don't get caught in the struggle, but understand that the struggle for any player is part of the game, part of the transition from college to the pros.
And now the AI is checked in for Johnson. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Tatum in for Gordon Hayward. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Oubre is checked in for the Suns. Here's Smart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
Phoenix leading by 3. And here's AI playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. And he gets it to go. And that's now 7 points for T.J. Warren. And Boston has possession.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Holmes checked in. Boston also with the sub. Brown's checked in. Here's Irving. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix will come the other way. AI in the post, covered by Irving. And that one's good, Ayton.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Celtics trail by 7. Brown dishes to Irving. Here's Tice. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in, and the Celtics also making a change. Rozier's checked in. Here's Ayton, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Well, that's the thing. Tatum's sneaky. He understands how to put the defender at a disadvantage.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
Now, here's AI. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Back to Rozier. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And there's the pass to Holmes. The shot from the low post is good. And the Suns lead by 5.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams have come out with solid offensive strategies. And then, of course, guys are finishing.
Tice kicks to Williams. Pass to Rozier. No good from outside. Suns leading by 5. Now here's Oubre. No points in the game yet for him. Great D that time from Tatum. To the inside. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Tatum.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
AI outside. Back to Holmes. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Well, right now, Phoenix they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Nets. Rozier with the ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Tice, covered by Oubre. 6 to shoot. Bridges with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Here's Tice. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the basket by Rozier.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
Well, he has the ability to make some subtle adjustments. I mean, just create just enough space to get your shot off.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Celtics trail by 7. Kicks it to Williams. On the wing, Brown. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Patrick passes to Holmes. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Here's Rozier. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Celtics trail by 9. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot. His first shot coming late. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. On the court for the Celtics, Hayward and Morris, your small and power forwards. Marcus Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Baines in at the 5. Shot clock at 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Suns leading by 15. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Booker against Smart. Down low. Hunter. Booker trying to free himself up. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Booker.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That one good for 2.
Well, early in his career, the mid-range area, that's where Hayward did most of his damage with the jump shot.
Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season. The Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Oh, yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier Smart, they might not be the tallest guys in the world, but, man, they play big.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Smart finds Baines. Now here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Love how strong Irving finishes. Awesome at fighting through the defense and sinking these shots.
Patrick passes to Warren. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one fast break. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Irving with it. AI picks him up. It's blocked. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. AI's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
Irving looking over the floor. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
The tenacity Irving plays with is infectious. I mean, staying in attack mode, scoring in a variety of ways.
Hayward from outside. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns leading by 15. Patrick passes to Ayton. And Booker kicks to AI. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Celtics.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving, but C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better. But as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you're calling the play.
I love your honest appraisal.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Irving, and it's blocked.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. It's stolen by Johnson. He kicks it to AI. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Irving with the ball. AI picks him up. Here's Smart. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Oh, good defense there, but Smart locked on target.
Phoenix leading by 17. AI outside to the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
Irving kicks to Smart over Johnson, and Smart the bucket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's how you build confidence in your shot. Smart, able to set his feet off the catch and shoot.
Here's Ayton. Here's Patrick. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Suns. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And I think for the Suns, they talked a lot in the preseason about how they wanted to bounce back from last year's disappointment. So far, they look to be on track to do just that.
Morris finds Irving. Here's Smart. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Irving from the arc. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Passes it to Ayton. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Irving. Got a piece of it. Here's Patrick. Rebounded by Smart. Smart's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep 3-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you have been playing great the last few games, and that has carried over into this game. How have you had everything clicking?
Well, I'm in a perfect spot, you know, in terms of where I'm fitting into the framework of the team. And I know exactly what my role is, you know, what I need to provide. And, you know, coach is using me in any way possible, and my teammates have put me in the best position to succeed.
And they are reaping the rewards of your great play so far. Guys?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, and the Suns here with a different look. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Crawford comes in for Jackson. Bridges, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And AI is subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Ayton dishes to AI. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. AI's got 12. Celtics trail by 17. Richaun Holmes out there with Ayton. Then it's Bridges. Then it's AI. And it's Crawford at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. From 12 feet out, Tatum's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. And there's the pass to Holmes. Crawford passes to Patrick. Clock at 6. Pass to Holmes. The Suns need to get a shot off. Crawford. Great D that time from Tatum.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Bridges against Brown. Back to AI. Bridges kicks to AI. Crawford looking over the floor. From the wing. Rebound Boston.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Here's Rozier. Pass to Williams. Plenty of space. But he stays with it. Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
Nice job setting up for that shot. Everything working together for Tatum.
And boy, Robert Williams, big athletic guy who just doesn't back down. Still polishing his game, polishing that skill set, but when he's focused, he's absolutely spectacular.
Rozier with the ball. Working on AI. Outside Tatum. Brown outside. He can't get that one to fall. And so Crawford will bring it up for Phoenix. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Maybe the most amazing thing about Williams outside the alley-oops is this shot-blocking presence he gives you on the floor.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys that protect the rim from anywhere on the court. Tough inside, able to get out on shooters, and plays with an attitude. Menacing.
Here's Patrick. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Brown drives in. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And see, well, what a force Terry Rozier has become. Finally got that chance to play last year and made the most of it.
Oh, well, look, we all knew he had the athleticism, but what we didn't know is how he reacted to a ton of minutes being played. And obviously, he stepped up. Players respect him. He's a guy you want on your side.
To the paint. And it's blocked. AI with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by AI. Ayton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Brown the pass to Rozier. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Suns. That's good from Rozier. With shooting at such a premium in today's game, let's talk aesthetics. Chris, for your money, the prettiest jump shot you think going in the league right now?
It's 4 that come to mind and one guy that doesn't play in the league anymore. Let's go with Klay Thompson. You know he can knock it down. Probably the best catch-shoot guy in the league. Now you got to go to Bradley Beal.
Beautiful stroke.
And Ray Allen. Oh, they had 2 of the prettiest strokes you've ever seen. Steph Curry, the flea flicker, how quick it is pure, but I got to add one person. Steph Curry's dad. He had a pretty jump shot, too.
Dale Curry.
Oh, yeah. And I played against Dale, and it was so quick and so similar to Steph's shot that anytime I see Steph, I think of his dad. I used to tell Steph a couple years ago, I think your dad can still shoot better than you, but I think he's proven me wrong the last couple of years.
Suns leading by 21. Oubre kicks to AI. Suns moving the ball around, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Rozier. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. AI, no good. Celtics trail by 21. Now Rozier. And stolen by AI. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 10 points here in the second half.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
And stolen by AI. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Jacks up a 3. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Boston shooting a meager 37% for the game. And here is Rozier. He's got 11. Outside Tatum. Back to Rozier. And he lays it straight in. Rozier's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Phoenix ahead, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Games like this, you find out what you can take with you, right? So no matter what, we come all the way back and get over the top, that's great, okay? But we're taking something from this quarter regardless. Play the right way all the way through.
Well, he wants his guys to just play their game.
And Brad Stevens is a realist. Kevin, he knows even if they don't get this win, that it's huge that his guys at least learn something from this game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Celtics. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Tatum. And it's Tice in at the 4. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tatum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
Took him no time at all on that one. 14 points for AI.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
Back to Tatum. Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Web. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. Maybe Curry will break his record again for threes in the season.
Yeah,
he beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3. Or he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt's most consecutive triple doubles at 9? That seems crazy. Curry's most threes in the game at 13. Shout out to Dennis Scott that was at 12, but sorry, D. Scott. Curry, he can shoot too. And how about the most points in the game by a team? 186. I would love to see that one broken. So
you'd love to play in that one.
I would love to play in that one. How many threes are going to be shot in that game?
Yeah.
But the great thing about it as a fan, I don't know which ones are going to be broken, but I'm watching because we want to see records get broken.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. One of those guys who seems to improve his game every season. Hayward showing us great consistency from range.
Now look at this. When he first came into the league, he was more of a slasher, a mid-range shooter. But through sheer repetition, hard work, getting it in the gym, and some adjustments to his shooting motion, the outside shot has become one of his greatest weapons.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Rozier kicks to Tatum. Passes it to Irving. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Irving's pump fake is dangerous. Got to stay down on him. When you jump, he goes right into the defender.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving, still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on, tremendous court sense, vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Ogier. Here's Tatum. He gets it in there.
Well, you love the skill set. Tatum can take you a number of ways inside. Defensively, it's tough to guess right.
Poke loose. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball over AI. Irving can't get it to go. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Down low, Hunter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Smart.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
When you look at the amount of threes, Chris, being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by AI. Irving finds Morris. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 22. Jackson has the open look. No good on the three. Celtics passing it around. And the pass to Baines. Outside Irving with the shot. Buries the jump shot. Irving's got 40 points.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
AI in the post. He's covered by Irving. Here's Warren, and that one good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Austin's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Irving drives in, lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 42 in the game.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
AI dishes to Ayton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. Just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of players to me that's been so exciting, along with the group growth of the league overall.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 21. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Here's Holmes, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jumper.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Brown, good.
Creating off the dribble, an area where Brown's putting in real work. I mean, it's paying off.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
AI outside, 4 on the shot clock. From deep, no good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Yeah! Way to play, man. Way to play, man.
That's the way, baby. That's how we do it.
Big win.
Yep.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
AI fans are crazy loud tonight.
Anthony Davis.
What's up, AI?
What's up, man? I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, man, pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, you get a little bigger in the offseason, man. You looking pretty swole nowadays.
Yeah, man, I've been eating a lot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, about 5-6 meals a day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
But you got a personal chef, or you cooking for yourself?
Oh, no, I cook myself.
Oh, wow. Yeah, hey, I got a big kitchen in my new spot. You can come through and cook for me sometime.
Oh, for sure. You like pasta?
Yeah. Is that your favorite thing?
My favorite thing to cook. Pasta, Alfredo sauce, and chicken.
Alfredo sauce and chicken?
Do it for
hey,
you.
I can get down with that. Okay.
Sure. We'll do it. Set it up.
All right, man. We'll do that. Hey, have a good game, bro.
You too, man. Good luck.
See you soon.
The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2" guard to a 6'10" big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother I can't fit in my bed. I can't fit in my shoes. I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. Maybe it's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get as the result of that.
Ready?
And it's the Suns to start out. New Orleans making some changes here. Wood. He's checked in for Johnson. And it's Darius Miller in for Drew Holiday. And the Suns making a change here as well. AI is checked in for Johnson. Setting the floor for the Suns. Warren is out there with Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Oubre. And it's Patrick in at the point. Payton looking around. Feeds to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here's AI. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Warren. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up.
Remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple. A professional scorer.
Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Suns making a change here as well. Holmes checked in. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Well, just big-time athleticism. When Elfrid Payton is driving with a purpose, he is determined to score. I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Outside Jackson, back to Payton. New Orleans moving the ball around. Davis kicks to Miller. Knocked away. Davis, the pass to Payton. Clock at 6. Over AI. No good there. Great D that time from Patrick. The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Payton gets the bucket.
Boy, at 6'4", Elfrid Payton has great size at his position and uses it to his advantage to score inside.
Here's Patrick. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Here's Payton. He can't get that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor comes in for Anthony Davis. And Diallo subbed in for Frank Jackson. And for the Suns, Josh Jackson's checked in for Ayton. Bridges comes in for Warren. And it's Crawford in for Devin Booker. Wood passes to Diallo. It's tipped. Goes up the baseline. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here's Bridges. AI outside. Passes it to Crawford. The 15-footer, just 5 to shoot. And Phoenix turns it over again. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for New Orleans.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Payton outside. To the inside. That's tipped. They get it back. Count it. Good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Suns trailing. Patrick passes to Holmes. No good that time.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
That's tipped. And Phoenix pushing it up now. AI with the ball. Offensive rebound. Holmes, good. Holmes got it all tied up now for the Suns.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's Payton. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
It's so interesting to me that if you look at the history of the Phoenix Suns, it was the Mike D'Antoni era where they set the trend towards up-tempo run-and-gun basketball and emphasis.
Down low, here's Booker. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the and one.
And the Suns from 2004 to 2010, a team that easily could have won it all.
No doubt, Kevin, the fine line between winning and losing. 3 trips to the Western Conference Finals, and if not for a few bad bounces and untimely suspensions, who knows what we'd be talking about.
Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Ayton. AI is out there with Booker. And it's TJ Warren. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker. And he's cooking right now.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Phoenix. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, down 5 spots from them.
And right now for Phoenix, it's early, but we can already say something about them that we couldn't say last year. This may be a team with legitimate playoff hopes.
3-on-3. Here's Patrick. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Oubre.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Here's Payton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, Elfrid Payton, we define him as an elite defensive player, but he's improving his shot selection and getting better at picking his spots. I think we saw that for sure last year.
You know, Doris, with Payton, it's good to see his game is coming along.
You know it is, Kevin. He took a lot of hits early on because he didn't have a consistent perimeter shot. But last year, he was starting to make that next jump to be a bigger threat on the offensive end.
Doris, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency. There's a lot of confusion. And I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal. Here's Patrick. In the corner, it's Oubre. It's good. This game is all even. Oubre's got 7 points.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
Now here's Payton. He's got 12. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And let's quickly check in on the season's top rookie rebounders so far. DeAndre Ayton is number 1.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint, ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Randall no good. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Johnson surveying the floor. Holiday finds Johnson. And that one hits back iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Oubre, good.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
Oubre, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good. Pelicans trail by 5. Johnson outside. And they double up Payton. Here's Randall. Shot to stop the run, and it's Davis missing.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Booker, again, Phoenix.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Pelicans shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and some nights, you know, the starters carry the load, and then there's others when it's about the bench. That night, the bench won out.
Well, they came to play for sure, and it took the pressure off that starting unit, which is exactly what you're hoping they would do.
Darius Miller, he's checked in for Payton.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for AI? Averaging 15 points a game, 15 assists, and almost 3 steals. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Suns leading by 5. In the corner, it's Oubre. Warren, the pass to Patrick. Inside. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by AI. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Miller kicks to Holiday. Johnson left side. Miller outside. Back to Johnson. Clock at 4. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint, it's stolen by Davis. Here's Holiday. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And now just a 1-point Phoenix lead. Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Warren on the wing. 1:33 left here in the second. 6 to shoot. Booker dishes to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Holiday attacking. Out to Miller. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
And again, it's the Suns missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Stolen by Warren. Pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker against Randall. Booker the pass to Patrick. Out to the right wing. Ayton dishes to AI. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for New Orleans. Sheck Diallo comes in for Julius Randle. And Wood subbed in for Miller. Josh Jackson's checked in for Phoenix. Crawford comes in for Kelly Oubre. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The pass to Diallo. Second shot opportunity. They now take the lead. Diallo's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And that one drops. And the Suns lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now Holiday. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Suns on top, leading by a point. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional. New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Julius Randle, and Wood subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Phoenix also making some changes. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Jackson comes in for Oubre, and AI is subbed in for Johnson. Wood out there with Davis. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then it's Johnson, and it's Holiday in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Johnson outside. They get the rebound. Davis, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pass to Holmes. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to AI. Booker in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. For the tie, Jackson misses. New Orleans leading by 3. Johnson outside. Passes it to Wood. Dishes to Davis. Holiday looking for an opening. Back to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And it's a 5-point Pelican lead. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Patrick passes to Ayton. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jahlil Okafor, and the Pelicans making a change here. Diallo's checked in. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Phoenix. We've talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul, like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you've functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for the Suns. Holiday against Crawford. The teardrop falls in.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 2-point game. He kicks to Okafor. Here's Holiday. 11 points in the game. Pass to Diallo. And Holiday, here we go. Over Crawford. And again, no good by New Orleans. To the inside. Here's Jackson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now here's Okafor. Guarded by Holmes. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Crawford outside. Knocked loose and stolen by Payton. Here's Diallo, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Jamal Crawford picks one up. Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Williams, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. He's perfect from the line this time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
AI kicks to Bridges. Crawford against Holiday. Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Holiday finds Payton. It's tipped. And here we go. AI heading to the hoop. And AI throws it down.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
For the lead, and Okafor with the block. And he recovers it. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Suns in second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. New Orleans making a switch here. Randall's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
To me, if I'm Elfrid Payton, I want to capitalize from right here. Do your work in the mid-range.
Patrick passes to Holmes. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Holmes got 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Crawford against Holiday. Randall right side. Shoots over Bridges. And the shot is long. The Suns on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. And Jackson gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Now the pass to Diallo. They get a hand on it. Jackson against Payton. Shot clock at 5. Randall. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 8th assist in the game.
Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the low box.
Jackson kicks to Crawford. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Patrick. Pass to Holmes. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. "11 seconds left in the third quarter. Randall outside. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. A second chance effort. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow! And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pelicans lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. AI is out there with Crawford. Then there's Warren. Then there's Richaun Holmes. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Patrick passes to Holmes. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Pelicans leading by 3. Holiday with it. Passes it to Randall. Over Bridges. Rebound by the Suns. Warren's got 6 rebounds in the game. The tray. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Okafor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That free throw good from Diallo. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Suns trail by 5. AI right side. Bridges kicks to Warren. Over Randall. That one wide left. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Patrick. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Payton outside. The 3. Rebounded by Holmes. The Suns have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. That one drops for him. And that's now 11 points for AI.
He's been heating it up since the break, getting some excellent looks right now.
Holiday against Crawford, and Holiday kicks to Randall. Shoots over Bridges. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's now 19 points for Julius Randle.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Randall against Warren. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. Stanley Johnson comes in for Cheick Diallo. And for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Richaun Holmes. And it's Booker in for Bridges. Patrick drops one in from the wing. AI's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, since the break, his efficiency has gone up a notch, looking really polished now.
Payton dishes to Holiday. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the...
Well, for New Orleans, shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Payton finds Randall. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Johnson, he's checked in for Okafor. And it's Drew Holiday in for Cheick Diallo. Here's Holiday. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. T.J. Warren picks one up.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
I'll tell you, that's the killer instinct you need to have. You love the attacking mentality near the cup.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that. He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
And Davis throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And here we go. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Such a clutch move. Could be the deciding factor in how this one plays out.
Patrick passes to Ayton, and he makes that one. Ayton's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Right side Davis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. T.J. Warren picks one up. First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a two-point ball game.
That's exactly who they want at the line, and he comes through again.
Here's Patrick to the inside, and it's Warren with the jam.
T.J. Warren in a huge moment with the big bucket.
That free throw good from Warren.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
There's 1:26 left in the game. Holiday against Booker. Here's Davis, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Davis has got 12 now in this quarter.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
The Pelicans trail. It falls.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
The Suns shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Here's Patrick, feeds it to Warren. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Well, I love T.J. Warren. The reason, guys, is he's proven to be a dependable scorer who's got good versatility, and he can play either forward position. So important in today's NBA. You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
There's 47 seconds left in the game. Here's Patrick, but they get it back. Ayton kicks to AI. Second chance shot. And here is Payton on the wing. Johnson back to Payton, pass to Holiday, and stolen by Booker. Here's Patrick in the corner. It's Oubre. Good ball movement here by the Suns. AI outside. The dish to Ayton. Sinks it.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Oh man, this is some BS, bro.
Davis finds Holiday over Booker.
Can I?
And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shot.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaking.
And remember, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
And I think this is a good way to end. Still can't find my shot, but that's alright. And turnovers kind of did me in, so yeah, what can you do? Regardless, I'm trying to find my shot, so I don't know, maybe I'll go and try and use Trey Burke. Maybe I'll use Tony Parker. Pretty sure he has a nice jump shot. Maybe I'll also use LaMarcus Aldridge, or maybe
So it's got like 3 layers of meats and cheeses, and then it's all bread.
Alright, so we did 4 games. If anything, we might do OKC and then stop right there. So we could do San Antonio in prime time next time. Yeah, let's do that, but let me change my my jump shot. Again, big thanks and shout out to everybody that tuned in. Really appreciate staying with me, especially on this Saturday night. And more live streaming to come. I'm thinking about doing General Manager mode and SmackDown vs. Raw 06. Also thinking about continuing Madden, continuing to do my franchise, so, or CFM as the kids would like to say. Well, I mean, it can't get much worse. Let's go with test number 3.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Checking out Oklahoma City, they are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only 1 loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. Well, we have a good one tonight. 2 powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bring out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
And what ball?
The crystal ball.
Oh, not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone in the league will also be watching.
Wow.
Jacques Thomas.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Just hand me that ball, please.
Can't touch it.
Why?
Look.
Oh! He just
I
dropped
don't have to worry about that shtick anymore.
He dropped the ball.
Hey, knock him out, AI.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Well, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the Mavericks in Dallas. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. You're seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually. Here's Adams. Pass to Felton. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
AI outside. Westbrook against Booker. To the middle. Warren against Morris. Just 3 to shoot. Baseline jumper. It's good. Warren's got his first points of the night.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Westbrook with it. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Dallas. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
And good that time.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Westbrook kicks to Felton. 13 feet away. And the basket is good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Lets a floater go. A nice shot by AI. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Westbrook. On the wing, Morris. Outside, Felton. 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And stolen by AI. Outside, Warren. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Warren's got 6.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Here's Ferguson, guarded by Jackson. Adams finds Felton, rejected by Patrick. Here's Warren. You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
Right, he's resourceful, he's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Suns. Crawford's checked in.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Westbrook. Misses off the right iron. Suns trail by 5. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Patrick passes to Holmes, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
Now Westbrook. He has 7. Over Crawford. Westbrook, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Count it, good. And it's 6 points for Raymond Felton. The Suns on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. And there's the call on Felton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Suns have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. You know, a skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. Ooh. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. And Patterson kicks to Felton. Phoenix grabs the miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And checking out Phoenix, they're right in 5th place.
And right now for Phoenix, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
Yeah, I think that growing process has already taken place. This is a team that already knows what its identity is and where its strengths lie.
Patterson dishes to Felton. For 3, Westbrook. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
You can see how much time and effort Westbrook has put into working on that range shot. Under control, well-balanced, really good stuff.
And Jackson gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the paint, here's Morris. Outside for Felton. Outside Westbrook. From 17 feet out. Rebounded by Holmes. Suns trail by 3. Here's Jackson. Drains it from 17 feet out. Jackson's got his second bucket.
You've got to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations. Josh Jackson, aggressive on the catch there. Really nice.
Here's Westbrook. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Phoenix, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shot.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for AI. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Over to the left wing. Nice shot by Felton.
Well, Felton definitely likes getting open from beyond the arc. A solid perimeter scorer.
AI left side. Jackson has the open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Westbrook, no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Here's Westbrook. And stolen by AI. And so it's TJ Warren making highlights for Phoenix. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. From undrafted to $50 million man, Tyler Johnson talked about what it felt like when he finally hit it big.
I think when I finally heard that number, when they put the offer sheet on there and said $50 million, I mean, that's well documented that, I kind of got sick. I just know the journey that it took me to get here. It was a little bit overwhelming. So, I threw up.
And credit Johnson's work ethic, Greg, putting himself in position to earn that big payday.
Great to see an underdog make it. And that's the kind of contract that truly changes your life forever.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench. That's been the difference here so far.
Boy, the bench has been sensational. They've come in, run the offense, and are capitalizing on all opportunities.
The forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's Patterson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. But he gets it back. Back to Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 14 points for the game.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
And stolen by Patterson. Bridges against George.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
So Russell Westbrook, the man who only got a college scholarship because someone else didn't want it, comes into the NBA as simply an athletic combo guard, has turned himself into one of the NBA's best. What a story, Mr. Harlan.
Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson. Daniels with it. Grant on him. Shot clock at 6. Holmes, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Holmes got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Westbrook with it. Working on AI. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Gets a very good look and converts. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Kev, how about the privilege of watching Russell Westbrook when this man is really cooking on the offensive end? I'll tell you, a few things in the NBA I'd rather watch.
You idiot!
AI kicks to Daniels. No good on the triple. And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
You don't want it.
Statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team.
Come on, man.
So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. Thunder trailing by 3. Westbrook kicks to Ferguson. Now here's Grant. 14 points from him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Ferguson. From the arc. Bridges with the board. AI left side. And here's Daniels.
Oh,
to the middle.
what the?
Stolen by Grant. Westbrook with it. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
I love how Westbrook rises and fires immediately. Ball touches his hands and it's gone before you can blink.
Phoenix calls timeout. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson, he's checked in. And for the
Oh,
Suns,
come on!
Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges, and it's Booker in for Troy Daniels. Now, here's AI. D right on him. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by AI. Ayton's got his first points in this one. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Tries it from the top of the key, and that one goes long. The Suns leading. Here's Patrick. Good ball movement here by the Suns.
Can I get out?
The pass to Ayton. Back to AI.
So you don't want me to get this there.
Pass to Ayton.
Come
Just
on, Ayton,
4 to
shoot it, man.
AI with it. Westbrook picks him up. The offensive rebound. Holmes battles through traffic and lays it in. And now a 4-point Suns lead.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Robertson finds Grant. The shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever easy playing on the road, obviously. But that night, they were really in rhythm, shot the ball with such ease and confidence. Boy, that is about as low a percentage shot as I've ever seen. I guess this guy likes a challenge.
Patrick passes to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And that one's good. George.
Nothing you can do there, Kevin. Paul George has all the tools to rise and fire with a hand in his face.
And Grant sends it back. Outside Westbrook. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for AI. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. AI's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns. The Thunder have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. The shot's good from Robertson.
Well, Andre Robertson, a little separation on the interior. That's pretty.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
So you
AI outside. Here's Holmes.
Wow.
Kept alive. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Holmes got 14 points.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Here's Patrick. Excellent D there from George.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Count that one.
Excellent positioning from Paul George. Length, touch, beautiful.
AI right side.
Oh, let's not pass to the guy that's inside the paint that's wide open.
Pass to Holmes. Rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
And there's the foul. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments. Some changes for Phoenix. Richaun Holmes comes in for Ayton. And AI is subbed in for Johnson. Now, here's Oubre, defended by George. Paul George with the steal. On the court for the Suns, they've got AI. Richaun Holmes out there with T.J. Warren. Then there's Oubre, and it's Booker in at the 2 spot.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
The Thunder have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie
it up.
Oh,
come on.
Stolen by Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Patrick passes to Warren, and there it is for him. Warren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Adams' shot is good.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Good on the bucket. Holmes got 16.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside for George. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 3rd foul of the game. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 24 points.
I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the 3.
Patrick passes to Warren. Tipped away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Oklahoma City.
And the one shot they've stayed away from tonight has been that long 3. They've been a little more consistent with their shot selection.
Oh, come on.
As many deep threes.
From past the arc. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Doris, I'm looking at Jeremy Grant, a 2nd-round pick back in 2014 out of Syracuse. The Grant family has produced a number of NBA players. What do you think caused him to slip to the 2nd round?
Well, Jeremy Grant was definitely a young man drafted on potential. Here we have a great athlete whose game is still sort of rounding its way out. He has gotten on the floor in the NBA because of his defense, his ability to run in transition, and I think on the offensive end, there are a number of areas he can improve on. He can become a knockdown mid-range shooter. He can get 8 to 10 points in transition or offensive rebounds. There's a lot to like here, Kevin.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. He's off on the 2nd. Suns trail by 3. Warren kicks to AI. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Westbrook on the mark with the 15-footer. Westbrook's got 27 points.
I tell you, Westbrook always looking to pull up if the defense backs off.
And the Suns call time.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
The Suns have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. AI dishes to Warren.
Oh, you idiot.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all.
Can somebody go inside? That would be great. I guess not. All right.
He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Grant kicks to Adams. Left side, Westbrook. Over AI. Westbrook, no good.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
It's hauled in by George.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Over Booker, and George gets it to go. George has got 12 points in just the 2nd half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Patrick, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Westbrook. 5th in scoring, 5th in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10.
Oh, come on.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers, always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Morris is checked in for Oklahoma City. Josh Jackson's checked in for Phoenix. Crawford comes in for Oubre. Phoenix calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
Here's Patrick. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
Grant kicks to Patterson. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 9. Here's Patrick. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And 11 points for AI.
Now, Kev, how about that setup? Booker with the impressive vision finds the open man, makes the game easy.
George finds Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Morris passes to Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Felton comes in for George. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Jackson.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
And Booker kicks to Holmes. Crawford looking over the floor. Over Patterson. And it's Phoenix scoring again. So it's the Thunder now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Pass to Holmes. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For Oklahoma City, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Suns trail by 3. Here's Booker. Connects in the foul line jumper. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Now here's Felton. He's guarded closely. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, Felton shining in the pick and roll game right now. He's got it all working for him.
Patrick passes to Ayton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You know, you've got to be composed mentally right now at this time.
All right.
Here's Adams. From the inbound.
Oh, come on.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. And it's George in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Thunder trailing by 16. Robertson finds Westbrook. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. AI, no good.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Outside Westbrook. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, This is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Suns leading by 15. Now AI. In the corner.
Oh my goodness. I need
Ayton
it.
kicks to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. And Ayton throws it down.
It's wide
this
open.
is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Outside Westbrook. Off the left rim and out.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Robertson the pass to Westbrook. And he drops it in from the low post. Westbrook's got 41.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Ayton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know, DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded by AI. Westbrook kicks to George. Shoots over Oubre, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. That's 29 points for Paul George. Phoenix leading by 18. You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits. An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Grant outside. There's the pass to George. Shoots over Oubre. George, no good.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Down low. Here's Robertson. Lets it go from deep. George, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
AI can't hit.
Well, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame. Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
He feeds it to Ayton. Releases. George, no good.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Thunder trailing by 18. Here's Robertson. Right side, Westbrook. Up again. It's good on the putback.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Oubre passes to Patrick. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter. He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
Yeah,
Here's
because
Patrick.
passing there is so
It's
much
good,
better.
only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Suns lead by 18. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Westbrook. They get it back. Adams' shot is off. Phoenix leading by 18. To the left wing, Hunter. A second chance effort, and Oubre finishes it off.
Well, you can see Kelly Oubre Jr. just wants it more than everybody else. Such heart and desire.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, Doris, for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league, the jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly...
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
All-time defender.
That's a good question. My position, or I had to go with Gary Payton, Michael Jordan.
Alright, well, this is Obi-Wan signing out. We will see you next time, continuing my career with San Antonio Spurs against Thomas Patrick's Phoenix Suns. Till then, I don't want to mess with you. Alrighty then, Obi-Wan signing out. Thanks again to everybody. Take care, and I will see you for the next stream. Whatever that is. Thank you. Take care. Have a good night, good day, good Sunday, Monday, whatever. Take care.